who describes that Rachmana Libabai, Hashem wants our heart, and the Messiah Sharm has a line that we don't really control it so much. It's interesting, and I'm very fascinated that the Chinuch says Libai is Maser La'adam. We control the heart. And there's a line in Messiah Sisharim that I want to study with the guys, either tomorrow or the next day. I want to study a line in Messiah Sisharim where he says really the main access point to the Pneumius, the main place we can work on is through action. We'll see in Messiah Sisharim, I'd like to see it. But this line that the Chinuch says, Liboy is Maser Ladam, that we could control our heart. And we say control our heart is conversations. We could actually be miyasher our inside with conversation, with dialogue, with talk. There's a way that we can be miyasher our heart. So I wanted to read a little bit from the Ibn Ezra, and then say a chiddush. Moshe, I want to share a chiddush with the Chevra. First, I want to discuss the Ibn Ezra. The Ibn Ezra says something fascinating, talking about leisachmaid, not desiring what somebody else has. He says an ish kfari, a villager that has correct das and sees a bas melech shu yafa, a villager who sees a daughter of the king is very pretty, attractive. La yachmeraisa, he doesn't desire her belibay. Sheyishkavima, he doesn't want her. Ki yodeya ki zelo yitachin. It's not possible. It's not shayach to me. And he says a chiddush. This is wild. Ibn Ezra writes that a person has no taiva for his mother, even if she's yafa, because min urav he knows she's aser to me. Amazing. Ibn Ezra says a person does not have a taiva for a relative, for a mama, and Ibn Ezra says because min urav he knows she's off limits, she's aser to me, and since it's clear it's not shayach to me, his inside doesn't desire. Which says what his inside does desire is the sense that it's shayach to me. It gives a path how to work with our inside. We spoke from the chinuch that the ikar of leisachmaid is to come to a place of happy with what I have. I have what I need and I need what I have. Histapkos b'ma sheyesh lo. And he says the reason, a chiddush nifla of Ibn Ezra, he says somebody does not have a taiva for a parent because from young, here gilu min urav, he's ragil that this is not for me. He knows from a young age she has suralai, and because of that, he doesn't desire. So he says the person, isha yafe, mammon, if a person knows that I only have the things that chalak la Hashem, that's not shaykh to me, he says the person will not desire it. He speaks about sameach b'chelkai, the Ibn Ezra. He says a person sameach b'chelkai, and he doesn't have on his heart to desire davar sheina shalai. Ki yadash Hashem lo ratza laslai. Hashem didn't want me to have this. That's not what I need for my shleimus. I want to share pshat in the pasuk, perhaps, b'derech efsher. The pasuk says, and that many have said pshatim on this pasuk. I want to talk about this pasuk, Maishala. The pasuk says, "Soine matanas yechya." If you hate gifts, you live. Soine matanas, somebody who hates gifts, yechya will live. It's very interesting. What is a soine matanas? Who's a soine? Even the words, we all know people who are like very into taking and are big takers. There's another madrega, guy's not a taker, but soine matanas, he like hates taking. Interested that such a person, soine matanas, says yichya, such a person lives. Now, what's this soine matanas that's full of chiyas? What is that? Who is this person and what is this person that's a soine matanas? I'll be honest, we really have to think, do you know anybody who soine matanas hates gifts? Somebody could say it. Mamish, really? We all a good gift. I like that. They feel tied, you said? I love that, Martha. I love that Martha. You know who says like you?
What do you say?
The crazy, no, not the crazy for placing. No. I'm going to say what Martha says on the bottom of Shulchan Aruch. Daniel, come on. Kalish, one second. I'll tell you who says like. Yeah, in the bottom.
Which section?
No. He says. I'll tell you who says it. No, on the bottom. The Torah, the bottom of the Torah. Yeah. Drisha and Prisha. What's his other sefer, the Drisha and the Prisha? Sma. Yeah. The Drisha and the Prisha, the Sma, wrote 3 svarim on Shulchan Aruch, the Sma, Drisha, and Prisha. In one of the svarim, he writes, I saw the Drisha says, the Sma says, it's in the bottom of Shulchan Aruch, and he writes that the reason, why do you live if you hate gifts? He says that the purpose of life is for free choice. We're here, b'charta b'chayim, free choice. People who are beholden, who sell out, have no free choice. They sell out. They have to please this one, please that one. He says that Saini Matanis is a free agent. He's not beholden to anybody. So Martha brilliantly said, people are Saini Matanis, they don't want to sell out. My Rebbe, I say this real. I'm not saying what he was on the inside. I can't say this. I was too young. I do want to say that he didn't sell out in the yeshiva. Many yeshivas have boards and all different things, and their yeshiva, to make sure, he was like very stark to do things what's true and what's right, and not to sell out. Literally, a big donor of the yeshiva, he met with him, and he told the guy that, by the way, your payas are too short. Like, while he was meeting, and by the way, can I have $4 million? Whatever he was asking for, literally, I've heard this from reliable sources, he told the guy, your payas are too short. At a meeting that was important. I think I heard it from him. It's years ago. I think my Rebbe himself told me this happened, but he told him, he criticized the guy's payas. What I'm getting at is that there was a bechin of a Saini Matanas that he didn't sell himself out. His own opinion, his own shittas. So there's some pshat, the Sma says such a pshat, that we're born for bechira, for choice. Saine Matanis is somebody who doesn't sell out his choice, is not beholden to everybody. Free man is not beholden to this one, to that one. That's a Saine Matanis. There could be such a pshat. The reason it says Yechia, they'll live, is because we're born for choice. And Saini Matanis maintains choice, is not beholden. It's the opposite, somebody who's completely sold out. And at this point doesn't have any opinions of their own. They owe this one, they owe that one. They're just really sold out. I'll tell you something interesting. Credit to my wife's father. He was a city planner of Cleveland for many years. And legally, people are allowed to gift him with a lot of things up to a certain value. He had Cavaliers tickets, parking tickets. When I say parking, like the right to park different places. The theater would send him tickets. There's a certain amount they're allowed to send the government official money. And they would send him money, all these different organizations in Cleveland who wanted to build further, bigger stadiums, always wanted to do construction. And he would have to sign off. He was the city planner of Cleveland, so if you wanted to build this, that, he had to sign off. So a lot of different organizations would send him tickets and the like. He sent every penny back. He told me he'd send everything back. He didn't want to be beholden. He didn't want to be bought. Even a legal amount, they send him, so then their decision comes. He wanted it to be an honest decision. Is it good for the city of Cleveland or not? So that's a pshat in Saini Matanas Yechia. That to hate gifts, you're not bought out, you're not beholden, you're not a person who owes so many. They talk about this a lot in politicians who are like sold out to special interest groups and can at this point have no opinions of their own. In private people, in us it's relevant. It's relevant many times, people who sell out and are not entitled to their opinion, the way it looks to them. That's a beginning of Saini Matanas Yechia. But I want to tell you a new idea, perhaps. Yisrael b'derech efsher in studying Leisachmaid, Don't desire other people things. It's worth it to be a yid that we have such a mitzvah in the Torah, Yisrael. I might have a pride. We have a mitzvah in our Torah not to desire another person's thing. Which means, what do you mean? We all desire, which means I can halev maser biyadai. It's a mitzvah daraisa of istapkus, of samech b'chelpeh, to be happy with what I have. I have what I need. My parents, my house, my car, my situation. I'm happy with what I have. What I want to suggest on Meineh Matanas Yechia, that we all have a certain art to bring to the world. That's our life. Hashem sent us here to shine for the world, all of us. To shine in art, to bring out a beauty. And we all have situations we're put in specifically that would let us bring our beauty. We have the upbringing we had, the home we had, the mama we had, the zayda we had, the brother we had, the sister. We have situations specifically to bring out the light we have. I want to claim that as Meineh Matanos, somebody who doesn't look to other people's things. The root of hating gifts is I'm not looking towards other people's things. Perhaps. Now I do want to say, the Rambam on Meineh Matanas Yechia says, Ella yivtach b'Hashem, trust in Hashem. Now I want to say Pashup Pshat, the way I learned my whole life, and I'm not saying for sure I'm right. The Pashup Pshat of Meineh Matanas Yechia and the Rambam, who says Ella yivtach b'Hashem, trust in Hashem. The Pashup Pshat is people get reliant. We're here to have a connection to Hashem, to discover Hashem runs the world. A lot of people who want gifts become reliant on human beings. Their whole focus and thought, I hope that person gives me. They become very reliant on people. Meineh Matanos is to rely on Hashem. I rely on Hashem. That's the simple pshat. That's how I learned the Rambam my whole life. I'm suggesting and wondering and saying, is it possible that a Meineh Matanas Yechia is a different type of bitachon? Not just I rely on Hashem to provide for me, I say that I have what I need and I need what I have. The Geder, the Oimek of a Meineh Matanas, I'm not looking by him, but by what he has, what he could give me, how he could take care of me. I actually embrace the situation I have, the things I have. That perhaps is the Oimek of a Meineh Matanas. If that's what it is, I hear the Yechia, he'll live, that person will shine their art. I happen to think that what brings out chen, people everybody likes, there's like a tremendous chen, is people who accept their roles. They accept their situation is a tremendous, tremendous chen in a person. They accept their situation. And a certain istapkus b'mashe yeshloi, they satisfy what they have. It's interesting. I'll tell you like a Gemara brachas. We're learning brachas, and I'll tell you a chiddush in brachas. Midairaisa, in order to bench, how much food does somebody have to have? Midairaisa. Savata, you have to be satisfied, you have to be full. Midairaisa, you have to be full. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm satisfied. My mama doesn't like when we say full. She said cows get full. She likes when we say satisfied. Svia, satisfied. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm satisfied. That's what satiated. Thank you for the word satiated. Satiated. I've been enough. I'm satiated. That is what Rav Ezi said, and that's midaraisa. By the way, I want to tell the guys, and maybe this will support Nachum Wolf. Maybe it will support Michal's garbage, and put your bottles in his garbage, not on the floor and not on the other. And don't put garbage in his bottle thing. Only bottles in there, by the way. But I want to say to the chevra, you're eating maish. There's a little advertisement maybe for Nachum, maybe Michal, maybe just get water from the sink. It's a big zach you wash for pizza, chevra. I beg the chevra, take a drink. First of all, the Olam should drink enough. You don't have to buy. If you want to get a drink from the sink, if you buy, it's a good zach also. But Rabbi say, Get a drink. It's very simple. First of all, the chaver should drink enough. You got to drink. But you should know many shittas, the shittas are rishonim, that in order to be mechoyev in benching midaraisa, you have to have food and drink. If you're thirsty, you're not mechoyev in benching. V'chalta v'savata, satisfied, means food and drink. Do you know you can get a mitzvah daraisa in your bench? You take a drink. A guy eats, drink later on benches. He wasn't mechoyev midaraisa. Take a nice drink. Now you're mechoyev midaraisa. I try, b'li neder. I wash on pizza when I go to the dining room and I wash. I try if there's pizza to make sure to get a drink during the meal, because I want my benching to be daraisa, and b'savata rishonim say is only daraisa with a drink. So it's a kedai thing to get a drink of water, maybe even buy a soda, and then put the bottle in Michal's garbage and no other garbage, just the bottle. Empty it out and put it in there. Lemaisa. The chalta v'savata satisfied, it could be food and drink. So next time, Yaina, you wash for pizza, what do? You take a cup of shahakol, preferably buying a seltzer from Nachum, and preferably distributing the bottle afterwards in, how many times are we repeating this? Okay, but Lemaisa, that's v'chalta v'savata v'rachta. Says the Gemara, Klal Yisrael is machmir. We have a chumrah that we bench even on a kazayas or a kebeya. Machlokes Tanaim. Even we have less. We just have a kebeya or a kazayas. Klal Yisrael is machmir, and we bench even on less. Midaraisa, it's only v'savat if you're satisfied, satiated. We are machmir us yidden. The Gemara says something so interesting. The Gemara asks a question. It says, Yisa, the Kaihanim give us a bracha. Davening for the Amud, I love benching the tzibur. And you get to give a bracha, Tzivarechecha Hashem Yishmerecha. Normally only the Kaihanim amongst us. Do we have any Kaihanim here today? Michal, he's like the answer to everything today. Maybe I should say again, to drop in his butt. But Michal's a Kayan here. Michal Charach. Normally only the Kaihanim. Normally, only the Kehanim get to bench Am Yisrael. In Eretz Yisrael, a big mile Eretz Yisrael has many milas. You have Birchas Kehanim every single day of the week. Are you a Kayan, Martha? Good to mention. But Kehanim in Eretz Yisrael, how come in America they don't say Birchas Kehanim every single day? So the answer is Svardim do. Svardim bench every single day. What? What do you say? Why don't Ashkenazim do it? I was in the summer. In the summer, Nachum doesn't know how much money he just made. He doesn't even know. Really, in Pesach, at my mishpacha, we go to a hotel. And it came to my attention that on Chol Hamoed there's a Sephardish minyan. Now, during Yom Tov itself, I daven Ashkenazic, I have Cheshbainis, I daven Ashkenazic minyan. I'm more used to the davening, I have Cheshbainis. On Chol Hamoed, I don't have obligations mitzad the place. I actually like davening by the Sephardim. I get Birchas Kehanim. It's very zis. I get Birchas Kehanim. It's interesting. I daven there, and right after, they asked me to speak. I daven with them. They said, no, Kavod Arav, like Darshan. So I wasn't really prepared, but I said, I'll ask you a question. If you answer my question, let me ask you a question, and then I'll Darshan. It's interesting. When they did Birchas Kehanim, did you ever see this, Michal? Normally, Birchas Kehanim is the Chazan says Yivarechecha, and the Kehanim respond Yivarecha. Hashem, Yishmerecha, V'Yishmerecha. The Kehanim, you've seen this. By the Svardim there, and they told me it's their minhag. I think it's the Syrian minhag. The Chazan doesn't say Yivarechecha. They all make the bracha and Birchas Kehanim, and the Kaihanim say Varecha, and then the rest, the Chazan says Hashem, they say Hashem, V'Yishmerecha, V'Yishmer Panav Eilecha, V'Choneka, but the Chazan doesn't say Yishmerecha, Yivarechecha. You ever saw this, Michal? Only the first word, the Chazan doesn't say. So I asked them why, and they said, we don't know. They don't know. They didn't know. I have two theories. You ever saw this, Daniel? I davened with them on Pesach, and I asked. There is, I think, they said that Ravad Yosef was against this. He said the Chazal should do the whole thing. But there is such a minhag by the Svardim. You've ever heard this minhag, Shems? I saw them. They went right to be a Barechecha. I had two theories. One theory, Maishla, is the Kahana made a bracha. They want to get right to the mitzvah. If the Chazan goes first, it's like a hefsek. So they want to get Yivarecha right to the mitzvah. Maishi, that was one of my theories. That else the hefsek, Daniel.
Hefsek for who? The Kohanim?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's the Chazan because he's being Shemek going with the brachas, and now he's talking.
Interesting. If you hold as a tzivui on the tzibur to get benched, the Menchas Chinuch brings such a daya, so then I could hear the hefsek. Pashtus, let's assume, I should say pashtus. It's only a mitzvah kahanim. Yeah, yes, they went right to Berechecha. That's Shehiyah. They want to start their mitzvah. My second theory is it's asked that how can the Chazan say Yivarechecha? It says Kaisavarchu. There's an Isser for Yisrael to bless Klal Yisrael. The Pashta says the Chazan's not blessing. He's just helping the Kohanim. It could be to show he's not benching. He doesn't say the Gan Sazach. He wants to show he's not the one benching Am Yisrael. The Kohanim are, and there's a Kaisavarchu. I don't know the answer. What the reason for this minhag, but that is their minhag. What?
How do we say
The answer is he's not benching the tzibur. He's helping the Kohanim.
also on a regular day? We say,
Wow! Yitzla as a bomb kasha. How do you say Yivarechecha Hashem Yishmerech on a regular day? Kaisavarchu. Beautiful kasha. Only Kohanim are allowed to bench. How does the Chazan have a right to say Yivarechecha? What's wrong? Why do they call Yitz? Why do they call him Yitz? I have no idea. Aryeh. No, Aryeh. Only Aryeh. Only This is Aryeh and only. Aryeh, yes, Sabam Kasha. Aryeh Cohn. It's relevant to Shidduch and this is Aryeh.
Sorry.
What Aryeh did in Yeshiva, but always does the whole year, but it really brought out, to watch him, Kalua ran the whole Zach with Midas Tavis. I don't want to say underrated because he's rated one of the most talented guys in Yeshiva. The word underrated, one of the most humble, talented guys. Doesn't put it on in every zach. He's just talented, and the way he gives it so humbly to the yeshiva to others is nifla. Thank you, Aryeh. So Aryeh asked the bomb kasha chevra.
Everybody has ideas, right? Everybody's got ideas.
So Aryeh asked. Lebedik next to her. Why should you break it up? It sounds like we need a strong guy next to her. maybe both of you together. So, could be red and blue. You're tying red and blue are still in there, like.
Hear Yosef a mile away.
The kitzer is Aryeh asks, how do the Yisraelim ever, how does a Chazan ever and every morning say Varechecha to the Tzibur, says Kaisavarchu Espanei, so only Kohanim are allowed to bench, and here a Chazan gets up and benches. Now Aryeh could ask, what about every Friday night? So there you could tie, and it's not B'shas Tefillah, but here's Mamish B'shas Tefillah. What do you say, Shems? They're not up there. They're not by the. They're not up there. He's by the Chazan seat. I'm asking every Friday night. A father blesses his son. Some say, Aryeh, that it's only b'prisas yad, spreading out the hand. So that would matter. He's not spreading out his hand. It's a very good question how the Chazan does the Yivarechecha. It's very instructive to me, Aryeh, it's interesting to me that by this group of Svardim, the Chazan doesn't say Varechecha. It's cool. So Hashem b'yishmerech, he doesn't say Varechecha. L'maisa, I now have to remember where I was headed with all this. Rav Ezi, where in the world? You saved the whole thing, Rav Ezi.
Shut up, Youngster.
So the Gemara says like this: one of the brachas the Kohanim give us. That's very important to quote Rebezi. First of all, always Omer David b'Shem Reimer, and I say with that, it's Nageh Shaduchim Avada. Rebezi says saying Geshmak and reminds, save the whole shir. Rebezi, the Gemara says that the Kohen benches us that Hashem should show us favoritism. Yisa Hashem panim elecha.
Favoritism?
Yisa Hashem shminoi say panim. Hashem should like look at us. We all want to be looked at by somebody. We say Hashem should like favor us. Yisa Hashem panim means Hashem should look at you. Should like He's on your side. Frek the Gemara, it's usher for a judge to show favoritism. Frek the Gemara in Brachis. Then what does it mean? Yisa Hashem panim. Hashem should show favoritism to Klal Yisrael. You're not let Yisa panim. You're not let a chas v'sholem dayan is not let us show favoritism. You judge fair and square. Answers the Gemara, very interesting answer, that since we bench on a kezayis or a kebeya, ki'ilu Hashem, what do you want from Hashem? Like they bench me on a kezayis or a kebeya, so on such people, like there's no choice but to show favoritism. The Gemara connects benching on a kezayis or a kebeya to the favoritism Hashem shows us.
Isn't there a million mitzvahs that we do?
So Elio says, what's gate on this mitzvah? We do a lot of good stuff. This one gives us the favoritism of Hashem. I want to tell you that my kids told me, and they're right, and Pashtus is even shot in the Gemara. It could be one of them said this Hashem, so I don't want to blame it, but I think one of them quoted it. But my kids taught me, and they're right, that people who are loved are very accepting of their circumstances. Somebody who's deeply accepts themselves. Somebody's always trying to be somebody else's. You don't have chen. I want you. When somebody's accepting of self, of their circumstance, of their situation, gives a lot of chen. People like such a person. And perhaps the Gemara says that somebody who benches on less, this is what I have. I'd love to have a sviyah, but I have a kezayis and a kebeya, and the person thanks Hashem for what they have. Is a bechin of istapkus mashiyeshloi. She says, I can't help. That's the mitzias of the world. There's chen to such a person. Everybody likes such a mensch. And Hashem gives a chen. Yisa Hashem panav. That's what it means. I thought it's brilliant. Perhaps that's the gather of Saini Matanas Yechya. Saini Matanas is, I'm not looking for what he has. What I have, what I've been given, this is the beginning. Perhaps that's the yechya, the tremendous that a person accepts their station. I want to say to us all, Sameach b'chelkoi, to mamish embrace our circumstance, is the chi of the reis of Leisachmid. All the Rishonim speak it out, and we're capable internally of being there, not just externally. There's not an external thing. Halev Maser. Now slowly, be patient with oneself, talk to ourselves, go on walks. But ultimately, a deep place of accepting of my life, the circumstance of my life, with its vicissitudes, with its challenges, with its difficulties, but a deep acceptance of one's life is the mitzvah of Leisachmid. Mamish kipshutai. That's the mitzvah of Leisachmid. This vart that the Ben Ezra famously says of the Ben Kfar, that the villager doesn't desire the Bas Melech. It's not shaykh to me. He said if a person could come to a deep place, I want to say this. I have to say this to the Chav. We're in the middle of Shaivavim. I want guys to hear this. I believe this, that normal people don't listen to the world. There's this normal people. Normal, and the Torah tells us this. A normal guy is shaykh to come slowly, to bring himself to a place. The only yoifi in his world that's nageh is his wife's yoifi. Nothing else nageh. Not nageh. It's not shaykh to me. The only yoifi is his wife. It's possible because the Torah tells us it's possible. And alev maser la'adam, a person can come, the only pretty in the world, his wife. It's not working with himself, halev maser ladam, working with his heart, good conversations, and he learns. Not shy, no shaykhs to me. No shaykhs to me. What? No shaykhs to me. A person shaykh to come that he has his world, but he has to be patient with himself. It doesn't help shaming oneself. It helps going on walks and talking to self-talk. What's my world? What's shaykh to me? And a person could profoundly embrace what's shaykh to him. Who is the person in history? I said that chen is when somebody accepts their world. Give me a person who's known to have tremendous chen, and the Gemara speaks about this tzaddik's chen. What? Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik, it says at chen, the whole Mitzrayim, an entire country, went crazy from Yosef HaTzadik. It says they were all trying to get his attention. A country, a lone yid in a country, went wild. He was blessed with chen. Where did he get chen from, says the Gemara? Because his ayin was loizan. His eye did not get satisfaction. Masha'ena shalai, it's not mine. I want guys, Rabbi say, there's a world out there looking at bad stuff. I want guys all of us, to be mechazek, honest, don't shame, go on walks and learn what's shaykh to me. My world. Meineh Velt. Really talk to yourself. Yosef HaTzadik was a bechin of ayin loizan b'mashena shalai. It's not mine. It's so cool to me that he didn't say it's usser, it's bad. It's shalai. It's not mine. And what was Yosef's midah chen? Everybody loved him. It's the midah of satisfied. Maizach, the whole country went wild. From a guy whose ayin was loizan mimashena shalai. Nishmaina, it's not mine. It's not shaykh to me. I want the things shaykh to me. I want that. But it comes a deep acceptance for my situation. My zachen. Stay in your things, our things. It is shaykh. A person needs work. Halev Maser. A guy's married and pretty in the world. His wife. There's no pretty is his wife. There's no shaykhs. No shaykhs. Doesn't have shaykhs. A human being. It says Leisach Mereishis Riyecha. We're shaykh to this. We're shaykh. We have to work. Halev Maser Lalev. I'm not talking about shaming oneself. And if other thoughts come, go on a walk and talk. Talk about what you have, what your mission is, what your tafkid. Lean into what you have, celebrate what you have, gain a strength from what you have. We have a beautiful chelik. Yosef HaTzadik is kuloi b'chinas, ayin loizan mash'ena shaloi. His eye is not taking what's not his, nishmainer, it's not mine. It's not mine. What are you talking? I have my zachen. I have my things. His ayin's not zan mash'ena shaloi. And what Yosef HaTzadik is blessed with chen, the whole country goes wild over him. It's the opposite of a person who doesn't embrace themselves. They're matziv. He's not wild over him. Others aren't wild over him. The chen is very, very connected to this midah. It's very cool that Klal Yisrael benches on less, and Hashem says, I show favor to them. I just can't help but look at them. I can't take my eyes off these people. They bench even on a kazayis, a kibbeh. What they have, they thank me for it. I can't take my eyes off such people. And mamish, on them, that's how I made the world. That's mamish, that's how the world works. And the people who thanks for what they have, who mamish thank what they have. In a crowd, I was talking about a shul. I'm always in the shtaim, in a shul. The Rav, amazing, wonderful. At Tzaddik, he's teaching Torah, amazing. The Gabbai is organizing, Azal, leader, amazing. The most equally, like the Yid in the shul, who's like, you know what I'm talking about, Yehuda? There's a guy in the shul who's been listening to the shiurim for 40 years, and he's like not trying to grab anything. And he comes as the Rav's drasha. I think they're like the most beautiful Yidden on planet Earth. It's like, I can't believe such Yidden. They're like Sameach Bechelkom. His stapkus Mashiyeshlem. Mamish Sufriden. His station, his place, where he's at. There's like the whole world, but this is Sameach Bechelkom. He's Mamish and Aseris Hadibris Yid. That's Leisachmid. That's ultimately all of Leisachmid, all of not being Chayim and Masha'ena Shalai, is that deep space of profound acceptance to what a person has. Huda, is there a more beautiful guy in the world, Huda? You have to draw such a guy. You have to draw it. He's the guy. The whole shul stands on him. It's pashut. It says in Olam Abaz, Olam Hafach Reisi. it says Olam Haba backwards. Where in our world, there's like people the shul are holding up the shul. In Olam Haba, this is the guy. The whole shul stands on him. It's a certain team player, a certain guy. He accepts his role. He accepts Sameach B'Chelka. What his place is. I spoke during lunch about Aaron HaKohen. Aaron HaKohen, his younger brother takes over for him. He's fired from running Klal. He says, younger brother takes over. And Belibai, inside, he's Sameach. Irach v'Samach Belibai. He's happy. He's happy with what he has, happy for his brother. We're learning brachas now. We learned the story this morning. I gave Sharon a story this morning, and one detail I left out. I spoke about it during lunch. Me and Maishi went wild. Rav Gamliel was fired from running the yeshiva. He was fired. And that day he comes to yeshiva and handles the learning. I like nishtaimim, like every part of him inside should be like, I pick it. It's like crazy. You fire a Rebbe, and the next day the replacement Rebbe, the Rebbe comes to share, and he's there. Samach beliboy. A person could come to Madregas of Tzufrieden Mitzich. I'm happy with what I have, with my station, my position, he can come there. The Lev is Maser. Our hearts belong to us. We're Shaykh. Don't shame when you think other ways. We all get jealous. Go on walks. Talk. Bring it places. That's what I say to the Chaver Moshe. How cool to get such a place. And we have a Torah that asks us to get to such a place as a Pella. Yeah. Very good. You want to bring it right into prayer?
Let's
go!
Bring it, Rob.
Very good, very good.
The guy listening 40 years, same here.
It's a good entrance way. It's a good entrance way. It's interesting. I've been asking Shlomo and I in our travels. I've been asking Shlomo. I'm not setting up this song right now. We're not doing it right now. But I've been asking Shlomo a lot to sing L'cha Amar Libi. That my heart says, representing Hashem Bakshupanai. That song attracts me a lot, and a lot of what I'm drawn to is the possibility that our leiv, the inside, we could be miyasher our leiv. L'yishrei leiv simcha. Halev maser ladam. You could be miyasher your leiv. We think like the inside pulls me here, tells me crazy stuff. With the right patience, we can get our leiv to beautiful places. And actually, the last of Aseres Adibris is Leis Achmed, is slowly work with yourself and get your leiv to beautiful places. You can, with patience. Don't beat up, don't shame the bad to it. Work with it. Work and talk and think. We can, with a hug, with a smile and a hug, we can get our leiv to beautiful places. Halev maser ladam. The heart is given the line of the chinuch that our heart is given to us. Amazing where we could get to, Moshe. I'm like moved that there's such, and the mitzvah daraisa command. That's amazing. And I could bring it into my existence. Like, yeah, it is amazing. It's amazing. We're capable of practically, we're not just like, we're not just animals. We're like, okay, I have an issue. No. We're capable of like bringing them to Zaman. Very brilliant what you're saying. That my body can accept Neshama and like live with it. Every part of me. You know what he said from Rabbi Shapiro? We say in Asher Yatzar, we thank Hashem for our body, and then we say Mafli Lasais. Hashem makes wonders, and it means that the neshama is attached to our body. And he said from Rabbi Shapiro that we're thanking Hashem, not that we have a neshama, it's a theoretical, if we can't connect to that, he means that our body could actually be humble to the neshama and work tzazamen, and work together. Every part of us, the physical part, can be humbled and work with the neshama and work tzazamen and together with the neshama. That's what he's saying, the Mafli Lasses. Yeah, stark. Leisachmai tells me that's true. I think, but again, don't shame it. Don't shame it. What? To desire. To be chaymer is to desire. I need to sing Peel Off the Klipa because this is so empowering to me that our inside could be pure. It's Klipa. When we think, it's so the opposite of what we think, Daniel. We tend to, before I met the Chevra here, so I think like the inside's me when I'm stuck, and the outside I try to like put on layers. It's the opposite. Peel off the klipa. The thoughts you could work slowly, and we could direct, and all that's klipa, the undirected chemda. We could actually get to a teeth place inside that loves ourself, loves our mission, that chose our mission, by the way. We chose what we are and who we are, what our situations are. This is our Kiddush Shemayim we can bring. Shlomo, could you bring it? Whoop, whoop. You brought me. No. I should have been thinking. Yeah, we get that. That's a cycle to the year for me. Everybody together, let's go. The cliffs, see the beneath every year as a neshama. Elia, Yonah. One time. Feel off the cliffs, see the beneath every year as a neshama. Just Elia and Yonah.
So holy, so pure, so precious, Neshamis of Yedin, Neshamis of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, Neshamis of Yedin, Neshamis of Yedin. See the beneath every year as a neshama. Peel off the cliffs and see the beneath every year as a neshama. Neshames of Yedin, Neshames of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, Neshames of Yedin, Neshames of Yedin. Feel of the cliffs and see the Neshames of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, Neshames of Yedin, Neshames of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, Neshames of Yedin. Neshames of Yedin, I'm one of the Yedin, I'm one of the Yedin.
Let's sing Vani B'chastecha B'tachti, because we're saying that Sayyid Matanas Yiftach, Chamas Yichya Ella Yiftach B'Shem. Let's sing it. Vani B'chastecha.
One of my favorites.
I like it a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Shlomo. Thank you, Yonah. Yaakov, tomorrow we're going to like 5 to 6 shul. We're going to play for 5 times. Shlomo, what time tomorrow in your shul? Check in the time. 8 p.m. So we have to leave here at around 5:30.
Can I go with Abby's?
What?
I'm scared to have my own car there. I might just go home.
So come with me.
Yeah, we're
5:15. Doing 5:15ish, 5, maybe 5, 8. We have to be there in time. We'll eat out after, so.
I love that song. Whose song is that?
Rabbi Kalish, on the sheer Stop looking!
Right?